know where we at, right? So this is South Dallas, man. We're on the Dixon side. You know what I'm saying? That's Dixon Ave right there. So, I used to be posted up right here back in the day. When I was coming to Dallas, mess around, dudes from Fort Worth. Dallas, we didn't necessarily get along back in the day. So I used to come over here incognito. Couldn't tell them I was from Fort Worth because they'd be plexed up. So yeah, I used to come over here and post up at the store right here back in the day. Used to be a lot of people out here, dope fiends, and it's when the Jamaicans had the South Ridge rolling and stuff like that, man. I mean, this was like one of the first locations I came to, right here on Dixon, where I met Duddy that brought Trey 57 to Dallas, you know what I'm saying, from Pomona. And we used to be over here, me, him, Shawty Mac, you know what I'm saying, SDJ, all over here, man, hustling and, doing our thing back in the day, man. When the biggest thing going on for South Dallas was the Prairie View gambling games. That was a big thing back then. Yeah, but this is where it all started over here for me. Started coming over to this side, right here in Dixon, before they rebuilt everything, before Larry Johnson built the rec center and all that, way before all that.
How much money do you think this little strip done made?
Shit, millions. So made millions right here. All right, man, we at Rochester, man. We at Rochester Park. You know what I'm saying? What is it called? William J. Blair. But it's on Rochester, man. This is where everybody come on the Sundays, hang out, you know what I'm saying, back then. Even still today, people out here be posting up on the weekend, just cooling, you know what I'm saying, just ride through, showing their cars out or whatever. Back then, that was a big thing. You come to Rochester, you come through Turner Courts. I can't even think of the name of that apartments down there, but I remember Turner Courts. Rose Terrace. Yes, Rose Terrace. So, yeah, it was back down here, man. Back then, they was calling this, this Bunton, you know what I'm saying, with the 007 and all that. Man, shout out to my homeboy, man, you know what I'm saying, from back then, you know what I'm saying, Tyrone Womack, you know what I'm saying, shout out to him for Bunton. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Dirty Woe, you know what I'm saying, Lil Bunton, you know what I'm saying, Woolworth. And he was a live little dude I had met down here, man, you know what I'm saying, we was just hanging out and hustling. They had a old little old diner that used to be right there on Barrett Street. People used to post up, and there was a liquor store across the street, being hanging out or whatever. But this was just a chill spot. Everybody come down here and just enjoy the lake and post up, have a good time, drink, smoke their little weed, holler at some females, show their cars out there and clean them up and got them ready to showcase, But this was the spot. Another location I used to come to in South Dallas on the weekends and, just hang out. Sometimes I come over during the weekday because it's just chill. And then, you know what I'm saying? This is low key.
So how you didn't have any problems being from the phone?
Like I said earlier, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, man, I wasn't really telling them I was from the funk because, for the simple fact, when I came back and I started coming over here, I had been in California, so I still got that action, you know what I'm saying, talking proper. And, yo, so cuz, you know what I'm saying? So they was like, oh, this nigga ain't from Texas, you know what I'm saying? So I was getting through on a lot of things where nobody was asking questions because I knew so much about Dallas and South Dallas, and I was going so many places, I could slide through because it was like different people I knew. So they feel like, damn, he gotta be from Dallas. Or you just came here and you just been staying here a minute.
So what would it be like for the people from Fort Worth if they knew they was around here hanging out like that?
Today, I don't know. Back then, oh yeah, you're gonna get some drama. You're gonna get some drama. If you from Fort Worth and you didn't really know nobody, you posting up over here and saying, like just say we riding and we going down Lamar or something to the Good Lucks down there. You know what I'm saying? Or we up on 2nd. We right here. On the weekend, man, somebody like, man, where you from? We out of Fort Worth. Oh, yeah. It's going to be some drama. It's going to be some fighting. It's going to be some shooting. It's going to be something. Because they're going to be like, man, you don't supposed to be over because how we treated each other. So if they got locked up in Tarrant County, we punished them. We got locked up in Dallas County, they punished us back. So it was that line right there in Grand Prairie that drew the line. Like, this is the line. Don't cross it. When you cross over what it is. And the cities are two different cities. You know what I'm saying? It's like the tale of two cities. It's the tale of two cities for real. You know what I'm saying? One thing going over here that's going on in the murder. You know what I'm saying? We gang banging, drug selling, and, killing. Over here, they drug selling. They players. You know what I'm saying? They more players. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Hustling, that level. On the other side, it wasn't no mixture. We wasn't the same type of people. But we did interact, you know what I'm saying? Because dudes meet each other through going to prison or whatever and get cool with certain individuals. So they'll come over and hang out.
What side of town had the best females back in them days?
Back in them days, the Cliffs. The Cliffs had all the females. I ain't finna lie to you. South Dallas has some bad joints, but yeah. Oak Cliff, North Dallas, Oak Cliff, but I'm gonna say Oak Cliff. Oak Cliff gonna have the best. I'm talking about all varieties.
Give me a name that was just a big name
I don't
during
really
that
know no
time.
big names for as a female that everybody was like, Oak Cliff's so big. It's so big, you really just can't pinpoint somebody unless you just lived in a particular neighborhood. You know
Well,
what I'm
tell me the
saying?
baddest female you came across.
The baddest female I came across name was Trina. She stayed in Briargate, right? That's when the dudes from Miami had came down and they had Briargate sold up in there. She stayed up in Briargate. You know what I'm saying? Little half breed chick. I was over there doing my thing. Then Tamara, she stayed over there by the Butterbeans. I messed with her, you know what I'm saying? But she didn't stay in the Butterbeans, but she stayed outside the Butterbeans. If anybody from Dallas, they know what that is. But yeah, man, I used to be all over about Roosevelt and Carter, you know what I'm saying? Shamrock Skating Ring, you know what I'm saying? Doing my thing. Everybody would come to Roller World in Grand Prairie, you know what I'm saying? The Dallas Fort Worth, that's where it's gonna meet up. It's gonna be something at the end of the night. You know, so somebody gonna get into it, and the Dalworth dudes was linking up with the Dallas dudes, you know, the mark ass niggas. But anyway, yeah. This the Forest, man, the Forest Theater, then they turned it into City Lights. So back when I was coming over here, this location right here, this was City Lights, man. This where everybody come on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Post up, it was, you know what I'm saying? It used to be a movie theater. You go inside and it opened up, and they turned it into like a lightweight club. So this where everybody from South Dallas and Oak Cliff or wherever come from Dallas, they'll come over here to City Lights. Man, this wall used to be jumping, and it was dangerous. It was dangerous as hell back then. And then, you know, the parking lot was around the corner in the back because there ain't no parking in the front. So anything go down, you caught in that one way in, one way out parking lot. So most people couldn't park on the side because it's the freeway entrance. So you had to be in the back and stuck in the parking lot, or you'll park across the street at the store back then when it was open, but it wasn't that much parking jumping off. But this was a spot, man. This was, if you ran into somebody who had a problem with them, they're gonna be right here on the weekend. You're gonna run into them and catch them right here in this location. So, I mean, yeah, it was a lot going on. That's when the Jamaicans had this shit shut down. They used to come over here and catch somebody to shut this whole thing down. It was a lot of hustling going on over here, man. So everybody had money. They coming in with the big dookie ropes, you know what I'm saying? And you know, the rims on their cars, and you know, and mink coats and all that type of stuff. They're pulling up right here. This is the spot. This is the showcase. This is where you're gonna showcase it right here. You know what I'm saying? Hustle all week just to come right here, fresh, clean, silk down or whatever. You got your fresh warm-ups on. But you know, just be out here, man. Like I say, if you got enemies, you're gonna run into them right here. This, you know, man, City Lights, man. You know what I'm saying? They'll light the light, they hit the nightlife, man. You know what I'm saying? Light the city up. Literally. You know what I'm saying? They used to literally light the city up right here. But I used to post up in here, man. This is my thing. This used to be my spot. I actually met a female that stayed right up the street on Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? Ramona Cherry. You know, some people, everybody know the Cherries from South Dallas. You know what I'm saying? She stayed on Pennsylvania and Malcolm X. With, I can't even think of the name of it. I think it was Oakland then. Yeah, it might have been Oakland then before it came Malcolm X. So it's Pennsylvania and Oakland. Yeah, man. You know, shout out to Ramona Cherry. So we're in another location in South Dallas, man. It used to be booming over here. I used to come over here and hustle. The Jamaicans had this spot, and a few dudes, Big Zach, he had that work over here too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Big Zach had it, man. Big Zach had this boy cracking, and then the Jamaicans moved in the back. This used to be an apartment complex. You could walk in, it's a driveway in the back. You can't see it because everything that grew up. But you could drive down the middle of them and park on the inside like that. Man, we used to be coming down here and we'll hustle or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I had a little spot I come to, and, you know, the dope fiends, they come and push out their spot. I had right here on this stoop right here, coming to the courtyard, and the building was right back there. We may be doing our thing, but here goes some crazy shit. First time I ever came over here, and I've been hustling a few months or whatever, like I said, the Jamaicans, they done took over pretty much the apartments on both sides, you know what I'm saying? Because I was holding it down. But yeah, man, this is the first time I ever really just got into it with some Jamaicans. And man, I don't know where that boy at, man. Shout out to Benji, man. Benji the one, Jamaican Benji had these apartments. You know, so they was doing their thing, that little crew they had over here. And they had these apartments right here and this apartment complex right here and the one right there. But yeah, this was my first time ever really just getting into it with some South Dallas cats because they thought I was with the Jamaicans. But I'm just, you know, parlaying, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. I'm trying to stay out their way, man, because they ain't doing no playing over here. So this is like my first official time actually getting into it with some South Dallas cats over here. You know what I'm saying, about me kicking it with the Jamaicans, thinking that I work for them and I'm, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and I'm doing their dirty work. But yeah, man, I can't really recall the actual the individuals, you know what I'm saying, by name. But yeah, we was up in here talking one night, and you know what I'm saying, so push gonna sell you this and that, you can't do this and that, man, you know what I'm saying. I was like, man, for what you talking about? So we ended up getting in a shootout. Like if you came through the apartment building back there on the outside coming out to the street, man, we got in a shootout, and they were shooting at me right over here on this other side, and I had to come around here because I used to park my car over here in this parking lot right here so I could just dip. You know what I'm saying? If something was to come, I could get out the apartments on foot and get in my vehicle and get on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I get in the shootout. We out here on, you know what I'm saying, getting it in and shit, man. You know, and it was like crazy. And it's so crazy. What's so crazy about this one spot, I mean, if you just was to turn around and look right here, look how close we are to downtown. If you just look at it. You know what I'm saying? So then, like I say, man, people used to be right here posting up. You had somebody on the lookout on that side. The Jamaicans did. They had somebody posted up on that end. And on the back side of the apartments, they wouldn't really have a front. They had the back because they still, like I said, they had these apartments and these apartments across the street really doing their thing. But that was my first official time really just getting into it with some dudes over this way. Real talk.